the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center, guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive, and they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Geno now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Geno. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The numbers for Sanders last week: 20 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now it's Smith. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the rookie 3rd rounder who's from Louisville and then played his college ball up the road on I-71 at Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll go down. Now we're going to get another look at this one. Dennis Allen not happy, so he has thrown the challenge flag. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This defense for the Saints, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now Geno on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground with Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. They'll get this out to Kamara. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They give to Ingram up the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Kamara try the right side. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll go option to the short side. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Desmond Ridder with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down, back to Sanders. And he powers his way up past the 30. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Smith. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Johnson's got it complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough? So that challenge, a successful one. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Again, it's Kamara. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Eskridge making a great play. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 2nd and 8 coming up. On the draw, here's Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. This is caught by Hilton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith, left side here to Sanders. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing again is Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Olave holds it in.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Wants to try to add the PAT.
Don't stop that moment.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Penny hit and the ball is jarred free. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Marcus Davenport getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
They'll set up a throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
He's going to keep this again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
32 yards.
And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling they have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So, the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Geno now to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Smith.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10.
Now Geno. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. Here's Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 27 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to claw one back.
Myers connects on the PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And he powers his way up past the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Uchenna Nwosu coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. He hits his target, Lockett.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now Geno on first down.
He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Smith throwing again.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Smith.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 18. 15 yards there on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Smith. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. To throw again on second down. Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And this offense on third down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Kamara up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
The ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On first down, it's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
And once again, this is Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. To throw is Smith.
Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Smith's throw into the hands of Fan.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Again, Smith. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The extra point now coming from Myers. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's capped off by the T.Y. Hilton touchdown.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did